Good morning. Today I want to share Psalm 94, verse 19, which says, "When my anxious thoughts multiply within me, your consolations delight my soul." The first thing I noticed when I read this verse was the very first word, which is when. The psalmist knew that we are human and we are going to have anxious thoughts multiply within us. Even the strongest Christian can deal with times where they have so many, anxieties and stuff like that that will come to mind. But the difference is what you do when you feel those anxious thoughts multiplying within you. Do you focus on those anxious thoughts? And usually that just creates more anxious thoughts to come? Or do you take those thoughts and go to the Lord and ask for His help? When we take it to the Lord, He is able to fill us with that, give us that comfort, which then makes our joy return. It says it delights my soul, His consolations, because when He comforts us and gives us that peace and we know that He's in control, then we can stop focusing on what is worrying us and causing that anxiety, and we can instead focus on His faithfulness, which again, that fills me with joy to know that God is faithful and He's going to take care of me. The thing with these anxious thoughts a lot of times is when we take it to God is when we usually realize it. A lot of them aren't true. It is just Satan lying to us. Or it's us kind of worrying about stuff that hasn't even happened. You know how you go to that worst case scenario and you start allowing your mind and your thoughts to just snowball and think of all these things that are going to happen and they haven't happened and you're worrying for no reason. So the verse of the day after I did this verse and I journaled about it in the Bible app, the verse of the day is cast all your anxiety on the Lord because He cares for you and He will never let the righteous be shaken. He will sustain you. And for me, sustain kind of means He holds you. He's got it. But the thing I loved about the first part of that verse, cast your anxiety, doesn't mean, okay, God, here's what I'm worried about. And you kind of put it down and you give it to Him. But then you pick them back up again and you start worrying again. It says to cast your anxiety, which means you throw it. Throw it as far as you can. Just give it to Him and don't worry about it. Don't pick that up again because you threw it as far as you can. So, He's in control. And so I just want to encourage you, cast what is worrying you, what is burdening you. If you are just going through a tough time and you don't think you can do anymore, don't. Throw it to God. Give it to Him. Allow Him to be in control. Allow Him to hold you and comfort you and give you peace so that your joy can return and you can focus on His faithfulness and know God's got it and you're going to be okay. God bless.